Hello
Welcome.
to the Auto Story.
Here are
7 tips
for riding.
safer.
Yeah.
Here's safety tip number 1. Position your mirrors to show at most 10% of your arm. Now the point of the mirror is to see what's behind you. So make sure that you use your arm only as a frame of reference. It shouldn't cover too much of the mirror, otherwise you may miss out on that car that's trying to overtake you.
Safety tip number 2. Don't get into unnecessary fights. If someone tries to cut you off and as long as you're safe, ignore them and just let them go. Just like you fight. Trying to chase them down or trying to stop them is not going to help. They aren't going to learn and it will only make your day worse.
Instead, meet your friend and do this.
Here's safety tip number 2.
What did he say?
Here's safety tip number 2. Now make sure you always have at least a 2 to 3 second distance between you and the car in front of you. Now this is to give you ample time to stop in case the car hits the brake suddenly or for you to spot a pothole that creeps up from underneath it. Now if you don't know how to calculate this, it's actually pretty straightforward. All you need to do is look for signboards or lampposts that are passing by you. As soon as it passes the car in front of you, start counting seconds and you can stop when it reaches you. Now the distance of the time it takes between the car and you is basically how far you are from the car in front of you. Here's safety tip number 4. Now always keep your head on a swivel. What this means is you need to keep scanning everything around you. Look left, look right, look left again. What's the car in front of you doing? Is the guy next to you too close to you? Check your mirrors. Is someone behind you riding too close to you? Now we know you're out for a relaxing ride, but if you keep doing this enough, it eventually becomes second nature. Your instincts will kick in eventually.
Safety tip number 4. What? Safety tip number 4. Pick a lane. Do not ride on the white lines. If you do, at best, you'll be blocking 2 vehicles from overtaking you. And at worst, someone will overtake you and could end up hitting you. So do remember, choose a lane and check your mirrors when switching. Safety tip number 6. Make sure you have clear lines of sight. Choose the lane with the least amount of big vehicles in front of you because Mama is going to be proud. This way you will be able to see as far up the road as possible and be ready for whatever comes.
Here's safety tip number 7. Follow all your traffic laws. Now I know that sounds a little preachy, but I'm not talking about the laws like traffic signals or speed limits. Those are obvious. I'm talking about the unspoken rules of riding in India. Go slow through villages, slow down on highway intersections, and one of the best ones, look for what the trucker in front of you is telling you. Now usually he will signal you to pass when it's safe for both you and him. All you have to do is move into his line of sight of his rear view mirror. And that's it, you're safe. Well guys, I hope you'll ride safer now. Don't bang into any truck.
So if you like the video, do like, share and subscribe.
Come back soon.
We'll be back.